Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a video discussing one of the number one suggestions that I see for new Hoya owners, on Reddit or Facebook groups or things like that, that I think is actually inaccurate and will cause you to be unsuccessful with your Hoya. So if you're new to Hoyas and you're, asking for advice and this is what you're hearing, I would say that that's wrong. All right, so something that I see suggested over and over and over again, and maybe this is by people who don't actually own Hoyas, but they're just regurgitating information that they heard. I don't know who or why these people are saying this because obviously, I'm just seeing comments online and I'm not like knowing that person or do you have 100 Hoyas. So typically what happens is someone will pop into the Facebook group or the Reddit and be like, hey, I've just got my first Hoya. How do I take care of it? And then it never fails. Someone will say, treat it like a succulent. And that will absolutely probably kill your plant. And here's why. So I actually don't own succulents for this very reason, but they can go a lot longer without water. And Hoyas really can't. So if you let it get bone dry, the soil that it's in or the medium, the roots will become desiccated, and then when you do water it, they won't be able to absorb the water, and then the water will sit in the pot for too long and not go anywhere, and then it will give your plant root rot. I just saw one where this woman was like, maybe it was a man, I don't know. They asked why their plant was like all shriveled up, and they said they watered it once a month. Once a month, sorry. Which, like, if it's a big pot, sure. But anyways, Hoyas are actually very thirsty, and they like to hoard that water. So if it may survive, it just may not put out a lot of growth. So that is the number one suggestion that I see way too often, that I would say don't follow that advice. I basically keep all of my Hoyas like consistently damp. So just like one notch above drying out. It's a fine line because if you do let the medium get too dry for too long, those roots will eventually desiccate, and then you'll be having to basically chop off the roots and propagate the whole plant again. So that is just my advice for new Hoya people, is do not listen to anyone that says treat it like a succulent, because that will cause you to not be successful with your first Hoya, and then you'll think Hoyas are difficult or I always kill Hoyas, when really you're just getting bad information. So I just thought I would put that out there for people who are new to Hoyas. And yeah, if you have any other questions about Hoyas, you can put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them, or maybe other people will chime in and give you some of their, words of wisdom. But yeah, number one thing, Hoyas, need more water than a succulent. So anyways, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.